Greetings, GISD community. This is Dr. Stewart with another student spotlight. Today, I have with me Tripp Rich, sixth grader here at Gainesville Intermediate. Tripp, how you doing, sir?
Good, how are you?
Man, I'm great, man. Good to see you. All right, well, let's just jump right on into our questions, all right? All right, so let's get to know a little bit about you. How long have you been a student here at GISD?
I've been here since I went to daycare at Edison since I was 8 weeks old.
So, your entire educational career has been here in GISD?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So tell us about your family, your mom, dad, brothers, sisters, pets.
My mom and dad, they're very supportive of everything I do. And my brother, we argue sometimes like brothers do. And we play outside together. And then I have 3 dogs, 2 cats, we have cows, chickens. We live on a lot of land.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah.
So it's safe to say you like animals.
Yes.
I mean, of course, we know you like your family. You love your family. All right. So what do you like to do for fun when you're not in school? What is it that Tripp Rich does for fun?
I play a lot of sports, so I'm always busy with sports, and then I like to hang out with my family and friends.
Okay. So talking about sports, what's your favorite sport and why?
Football and baseball. It's kind of hard to choose. They're very different, but I like both of them. Football because it's a lot of action. You get to meet the other people, and you also get to, hit people.
You like to hit people? Okay.
And then baseball, I like it because it's fun. You get to do different stuff, but it's all in one game.
Okay.
Like you have to throw and hit in one game.
Okay. What positions do you play? Football and then baseball?
Football, I'm a center on a line, and then a D lineman. And then for baseball, I'm a pitcher and third baseman.
Okay. So, well, tell me something fun that you did last summer. Did you take any trips or do anything special with your family?
We went to the Dominican Republic, try to figure out a new place to go for vacation.
Mm-hmm. How'd you like the Dominican?
Oh, it was fun, but there was just some stuff about the place that we went. It was iffy.
Did you see the monkeys? Did y'all see the monkeys?
Not in the Dominican. In Mexico, we did.
Okay. I've been a Dominican, love the Dominican, but I guess most important, I love the food. Mm-hmm. All right. So now that we're just a couple days away for spring break, do you have anything? Are y'all taking any trips or doing anything fun over spring break that you're excited about?
We're going to San Antonio,
okay.
And we're going to SeaWorld and the zoo there. We'll see all those animals.
Okay. So if your mom or dad had one word to describe you, what would that one word be?
I asked them, and my dad said leader, and my mom said ambitious.
Okay.
I'm the leader in pre-athletics and on the teams that I play on. And then my mom said ambitious because she said that I strive in everything to do without being told to.
And Tripp, I having known you since you came into GISD, having been here 6 years, and watching you grow from a young boy to a young man, I must say I would have to agree with that. You're a very impressive young man, and you stand out in the crowd. And so I would agree with those 2 words very, very. I'd agree with those 100%.
Thank you.
Okay, so now let's go shift to food. I think we both like to eat. What is your favorite food? And if you could eat the same kind of food every day, what would it be and why?
My favorite food's steak. My dad makes really good steak.
Okay.
But if I had to eat one food, it would be probably nachos because you can change it up, put different stuff on nachos.
Okay. So you kind of hit on this earlier, but it was more on the athletic side. But we're going to talk about talents. If you were entered into a talent show, what would your talent be?
I don't think I can do it in a talent show, but probably swimming. I'm a really fast swimmer.
Okay. So you like the second coming of Michael Phelps?
Yeah.
All right. So now let's talk about school. In 6th grade, you get to start taking elective courses like band, choir, and art. Tell me about what elective classes you're taking and why you picked them.
I chose band, and I'm in pre-athletics. I chose band because I wanted to try something new, try to play an instrument. So I tried to learn the guitar and stuff like with my grandpa, but it didn't go really well. So now I play the trombone.
Okay. And Tripp, you want to know an interesting fact? I was in band from sixth grade all the way through my senior year in high school. You know what instrument I played? My primary instrument, trombone.
Really?
I played the trombone and I played the baritone, but trombone is my primary instrument. Okay. So, do you plan on taking these kinds of classes next year when you go to the junior high?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I tell you, band is fun. I enjoyed band. I think our kids here in Gainesville ISD thoroughly enjoy band, as well as the athletic side as well. I was an athlete as well. Okay. So, what is your favorite academic subject and why?
This year would probably be math because my teacher, Miss Jones,
Mm-hmm.
very good teacher.
What makes Mrs. Jones a good teacher?
Very supportive, and she's just knows how to teach. Like, she grows on us, and we also learn from her very good.
Mm-hmm. I'll tell you one thing about Mrs. Jones. She has been a huge addition to our faculty and staff here in Gainesville ISD. I mean, it was just last year, her first year, she won Teacher of the Year her first year. So I think that right there says a lot about, what she brings to the table, and how she continues to motivate and encourage the learners in her classroom. So thank you for adding that. Okay, so speaking of teachers, what do you think is the most important quality for a teacher to have?
Um, Probably supportive and understanding, because some kids, they don't get how to do stuff, and a supportive teacher, and understanding, they know how to help that and help them grow.
Okay. So now, for you personally, as a student, what is one thing that you think that you do well?
I feel like I help the teachers. I'm helpful because I usually get put with the kids that don't really understand stuff, because I understand stuff faster than some other kids, and I feel like I help them.
Mm-hmm.
I help the teachers. I help the kids.
Mm-hmm. And that talks to the leadership qualities that you continue to exhibit. That I've seen from a boy to a young man. And Tripp, I just encourage you to continue to go about, not only just school, but go about life in that manner. I mean, you're a natural born leader. You have all the characteristics, the traits, the know-how. I encourage you to continue to be that way. It'll take you a long way in life. So now we're going to shift to kind of the huge topic of discussion at this point last year. Not so much now, but we're still having conversations centered around the 4-day week. How do you feel about having Mondays off of school, and what do you do on those days?
I like it, because I get to spend time with my family. On those Mondays, I go to my grandparents' house, get to spend time with them.
Mm-hmm.
We play a lot of board games on those Mondays.
Okay. Now I hope you get some academic work in there too now. So now, Tripp, let's talk about your future. I know right now, you're kind of that midway point of your K-12 education, and it may seem as if it's a long ways away, but I'm telling you, before you know it, you'll be at that high school, and Dr. Stewart will be giving you a diploma, and we'll be ushering you out into the real world. What are you most excited about going to the junior high next year?
School sports.
School sports. What about school sports?
I get to represent my school in sports, thing that I love to do.
Okay. And what makes you, I guess I should ask the question, what makes you nervous about junior high, if anything?
Nothing really. I'm just excited to go.
Okay. Are there any particular career fields that interest you?
Coaching. I want to teach and coach.
Teaching coach? Tripp, I have a job for you tomorrow, okay? I have a job for you right now, all right? Well, Tripp, as I said, man, I mean, you're a very impressive young man, and it's been an honor and a pleasure to work alongside yourself and to watch you grow over the last 6 years. Like I said, I encourage you to continue to be the leader that you are, continue to be that model student. And man, if you can do those two things, man, you can achieve in anything in life that you so choose. That formally ends my portion of the interview this morning. So thank you for addressing those questions. I've asked you a lot of questions, and so I always like to give my students an opportunity to ask me any questions that they may have. Do you have any questions for me?
Um, before you wanted, before you were a superintendent, what did you want to be?
Before I became a superintendent or got into education, what did I want to be? You know, Tripp, I started off as an accounting major. I was a business major. And so my plan and my goal was I was going to become this certified public accountant. I was going to have my own firm, and I was going to make lots of money. That was my focus. You know, I'm a numbers guy, so I work very well with numbers. I love math. I taught math. Um, that was my plan initially coming in. But it was one summer that when I was in school, I volunteered at a local Boys and Girls Club. I stayed in college for summer school and got to coach and engage with some kids. I had a group of, they were 7 and 8 year olds. And it was at that point I really decided and understood that I really love kids. And so I switched my major from a business major to education, and the rest is history. So, and as I look back upon things, Tripp, I wouldn't change a thing. You know, I thoroughly enjoy the work that I do as a superintendent, as a public school educator. I enjoy working with young men and young ladies, quality students like yourself. I love, you know, us being able to help or play a vital role in the development of our next line of leaders. I just love everything that education brings to the table. And so before education, I was a business major, and like I said, I couldn't switch my uh, degree plan quick enough to that of education.
Okay.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for asking. Well, Gainesville community, Tripp Rich, sixth grader here at Gainesville Intermediate.